I can't blame the victims, but at the same time, like, bro, you're going to a party that's called the Freak Off. Like, you're gonna get freaky, and you're a freaky ass dude for going. Like, you know, like, we're just like, oh, this is Big Bro. Big Bro's teaching me how to do this. Like, yeah, maybe I have to suck his yeah. Dude, 2024 is so nasty. Like, because there's also Dan Schneider, right? You know, we all knew that. We all knew Dan Schneider. We had the YouTube videos of like, oh, this person and that person, the feet fetish and this and that. And like, those were all like there. But like to have like people be like, oh shit, like Drake Bell? You know? Like, dude, I've been going on TikToks and all this other shit. And like, dude, there's this one girl who's a doctor, but she does OnlyFans also.
Whoa. This greedy. Save some cash for the rest of us.
I mean, she's hot as don't get me wrong, blah blah blah.
But if he dies if he wins the presidency, you don't think?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they need the double whammy. I think they need him to die midway through the debates and just tagging Kamala.
You just hear the Stone Cold shatter. She just walks out.
Dude, I'd vote for it. Also, speaking of things that are dying, the Flagrant podcast is dying. Your mom's house is dying. Like, this podcast died for a while, but much like Jesus, we came back.
Resurrected. In April, too, right on Easter. God damn.
Hell yeah. Shout out to boy JC. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the George.Daniel podcast. I am your host, George.Daniel, and with us we have our lovely producer, Matt. And yeah, we are kind of changing up the format a little bit. We are doing more clips, more on-topic things that are happening in the culture, and yeah, we're moving away from the whole artistry side of everything and just kind of talking shit. More, you know. Yeah. Sorry, brother. I didn't mean to cuss, brother. This is a family episode. We're trying to keep it a little PG, mostly for monetary reasons. But yeah, I am gonna say some chicaderous stuff as usual. But we're gonna have fun, and this is gonna be a good time. But yeah, right off the bat, just to let you guys know, this is who I am, and I'm sorry. I don't care. I do have main character syndrome, and yeah, that's why this is called the George.Daniel podcast. Like, I'm just letting you guys know. And guess what?
Everybody shut the fuck up. Ain't none of y'all niggas with me. I'm by my fucking self.
Thank you.
None of y'all niggas stand up for me. Ain't nobody stop. Shut up. Be quiet before you get X'd out.
Exactly. Thank you, Kanye. I can't say half of those words, but thank you, Kanye. That's exactly how I feel. And like, literally, I'm just going to keep it at that. I'm not going to go too deep into everything, but we love you guys and thank you guys for checking everything out. And once again, we do want to give a super big shout out to our sponsor, Liquid Death. You guys can go get that at www.liquiddeath.com or your local convenience store, Target, liquor store, all that jazz. As you guys know, I always mix it with my Terramana. Shout out The Rock. But yeah, we're just going to keep it moving, keep it going. And literally, okay. We've been gone for a couple of months. There's things that are going on. Yes, we're gonna be talking about did he or did he not? You know, and Diddy did that shit. That fool is a monster. He's nasty. But we all kind of, I mean, at least me personally, I kind of always felt a way about him.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people have been trying to warn us about it, like for years. Yeah.
So like, and that's the thing, like. First, it was like the movie industry, and then now it's the music industry, and I'm just kind of waiting until it's like the athletes, right? Because
some big sports team owners been doing some crazy shit.
Dude, and not just that, but also, I mean, think about like the guys who are on the bench. Some of the guys who are on the bench, you see them at some crazy parties. One of them was like some white kid from I think the Utah Jazz, which makes sense. Was like hooking up with some high schooler. who's 17.
Oh, I did see that.
I don't know his name, so don't
forgot his
give.
name
I don't
right
have any of the facts or anything like that. I know I have a computer in front of me, but I'm not gonna search it up because that's nasty. This isn't my laptop, and we don't need those cookies in here. You know? So we're gonna keep it going. But yeah, no, like it's crazy to think that how much of this is prevalent. You know, like I feel like with me personally, I normally always heard females be like, oh, I'm scared of this, I'm scared of that, like blah blah blah, like, you know, and like as a dude you don't really think about it, but right now, like especially with the Diddy thing, there's so much there's so many like rappers who are tied in with all of this. People who we think are street rappers and this and that and like da 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 da, like shout out Meek Mill, but also you gotta you gotta watch yourself, dude, because
recording,
it's just everything. Justin Bieber
audio recording's real.
I mean, it could be, it could be not. Did he or did he not? You know, but you know, like honestly, at this point, everything from like what I mean, from like yeah, maybe even like 09, 08. Like you hear about like things from like Kim Porter, who is Diddy's ex-wife, who sadly passed away, R.I.P. But you've heard all these things. You heard rumors. There's a reason why she ran away. There's a reason why he knew that she was the good person, that, you know, that good angel on his side of all full of like demons and shit. But then like once he got with Cassie, like you see all the lawsuits, and it's just like your girl usually doesn't sue you ever, you know? So like you had to do something bad.
They settled that one though.
Yeah.
I wonder how much.
I probably not enough, honestly. But like to have someone, I mean, I guess like in every situation, much like the Epstein situation, you have to have a partner in crime, right?
Yeah.
You need that face. Like the same way that like the gays have a beard. I mean, you got, you know, like, just, yeah. I'm just saying, like, everyone needs like something to like kind of hide behind, and sometimes it's just the money and power, and then sometimes it's like, oh, like I'm not this person, like look at the outstanding wife and family that I have, and like blah 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 blah. But like, yeah, it's that same thing of like having like the multiple walls, you know, so then you can hide your lies. But eventually, you know, empire always comes down. It always dies. It always, you know, ends. But it just sucks. I mean, it sucks to know that someone who was so prevalent in a genre / culture that I was so heavily influenced by and so heavily gravitated to as a kid, like really did some like dirt, and like maybe that even hindered the artistry of it all, you know. Which sucks, because like who knows where Biggie would be, you know, like there's so many little like interviews that are coming out now where they're like, oh, Diddy marked the tires as to where Biggie was gonna sit, yada yada yada, this and that.
I heard that too, yeah. And
like I don't know if it's true or not, but I want to believe that at this point anything is possible. So I'm an optimist. And like, yeah, it's just gross. It's crazy. It's crazy because fucking Diddy was a loser ass kid who grew up with white kids, so he knew a little bit more of the business side of everything, where these street dudes knew culture, knew what was up, knew what was happening. And like he, much like how everyone likes to say that like what's his name, I forget his name, long beard, whatever, it'll come to me eventually. Yeah. But fucking what's his name?
Suge Knight?
No, it's some white guy. I forgot.
Oh, white guy?
Yeah, white.
Oh, Ruben?
Not Mark Rubin.
Something Rubin.
Something Rubin. Yeah. But he literally, he's everyone like.
It is Mark Rubin.
Is it Mark Rubin? Yeah. But like he literally was like kind of like everyone talks shit about him because he's like, why is this Jewish white guy like coming in and like telling us how to do our shit, like blah blah blah. But then someone from your culture is doing something like completely fucked up, where they're like blackmailing you. They're doing this, like songs aren't going to come out unless like you come to the Freaknik, or not even the Freaknik, because Freaknik was a different thing, but like the Freak Off, which is insane. First off, like just that name in general, like people like and also like as an I don't know, I can't blame the victims, but at the same time, like, bro, you're going to a party that's called the Freak Off, like you're gonna get freaky, and you're a freaky ass dude for going, like, you know, like if don't like if you're going to the red light district, don't be mad at how people look at you.
Yeah.
And that's just like and I get it. It's like, it's the better off your career and everything. But like, there was probably so many other artists who didn't go into any of that and still had a successful career. You just wanted what they were doing to you, I believe anyways. Yeah. Like, I feel like at some point you're like, I'm going to climb this ladder and then eventually I'll be Diddy. Eventually I'll be able to do it to these dudes. You know, which is fucked up and crazy. But like, I think that in some ways, that's like how the psychology of it all breaks down to, where it's just like, oh, this is Big Bro. Big Bro teaching me how to do this. Like, yeah, maybe I have to suck his dick. Yeah. That's
how it was back then, I guess.
Yeah, but like, you know, and just like, or like, yeah, maybe like I'm going to hook up with this girl. I'm not going to even ask her what her age is. You know, like,
she looks old enough.
She's here. That's also the crazy part. Like, a lot of them are probably going to be like, well, like, I'm at a party that is hosted by someone else. I'm going to assume everyone here is also like a guest of, you know, said person, and also like of age, you know, and like but that's just fucking nasty. And also just like for Diddy, like, you have sons. So like, and they're pretty like comfortable and close to you, so you're putting them in like an awkward position, and or you're teaching them and grooming them how to become you.
Scary.
Yeah, which is disgusting, dude.
That's terrible.
It's just fucking gross. But there's people out there like that. In general, just like, you know, just like regular ass dudes who, you know, live like right next door to you. They're just doing it to like cyber girls, you know, or like girls on OnlyFans, but like they're still in some way in that same like box of like weirdo creepos. But yeah, that and like, speaking of like, dude, 2024 is so nasty. Like, because there's also Dan Schneider, right? You know, we all knew that. We all knew Dan Schneider. Blah blah blah.
We knew that shit for a second. But
at the end of the day, like now that we have receipts, right? We had the YouTube videos of like, oh, this person and that person, the feet fetish and this and that. And like, those were all like there, but like to have like people be like, oh shit, like Drake Bell, you know, like, and then
that fucking completely threw me out. I was like, whoa, when I was watching the documentary.
Yeah. Which is insane, because then also people on the documentary were saying that like, oh, we had no idea, blah blah blah, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And honestly, at this point, I don't know like how much of it to believe. You know, like who like at some point, these interviewers who are making these documentaries are gonna interview someone who still has both feet in each side. So it's just like, sometimes you're gonna see like people kind of like play things out. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, I like, that's why I just kind of just, whatever you say, I'm going to take it for what it is, because I'm nowhere near close to that situation. So it's just like, whatever, if you were there, you know, from 05 to 09, you know, and you're telling me that like homie was being freaky, then I'm going to believe you.
That's fucking, dude, yeah.
But and then like, and then just Nickelodeon in general, right? Like, even from like, remember from like 2000 to like maybe like 2005, the logo was like a foot.
Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
You know, and then they moved it to the splatter thing, and apparently that like side by side fits Epstein's Island.
What?
If you put the logo and like a bird's eye view of his island, like, and invert it, like everything matches, including like there's like a little island to the side that's like connect, or like probably a part of but not a part of. Yeah, and that part is still on the logo. Whoa. Yeah, so it's just like, it's just nasty, dude. And also like, I kind of started thinking about this when I was like a little bit older, like 16, 17, you know, like there's all these like kids aren't making these shows. You know, they're
Yeah.
adults making these shows.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Right? So it's just like the entire time, like you heard, like there's like the hidden stuff from Disney, because like they're animators and stuff. They
would
need
hide
to blow
stuff
off steam, so they'll have like their cartoons fucking or killing each other, or blah blah blah. But those are like tucked away in a vault, like burned away type shit. But like as an adult, you need that. If you're making a kid stuff, like, you know, like how many times are you gonna see Bluey? And like that's made by an adult, you know, like Paw Patrol made by an adult, you know, like
man.
like all that is crazy. But like also they need to blow off some steam. It's like they need to like
Yeah.
make it fun for themselves while
It's
at work.
It's such a trip that like you don't really get too much on Dan Snyder besides like the sexism and a little bit of racism, and he was just a terrible boss.
Yeah.
But like nothing really about like any sexual stuff. Just kind of like they kind of mention it, but like I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be more episodes of this.
I mean, honestly, I think at this point, it doesn't even matter if he did any sexual stuff. But for me, anyways, if you're the captain or if you're the lead, you're the person, you're supposed to be watching everybody.
Yeah, so he has
You know,
hired two dudes, right?
especially if you have fucking kids. They're kids, you know?
I don't know, dude. He looks like a creep to me. I feel like he did some shit.
Yeah, for sure. Like, yeah, he's always kind of looked that way, especially like I don't know, because he used to go around with like his camcorder and like he's like, wow, like what are we doing here, you know, like, and then he'll be there in the changing room and stuff while like a fucking 10-year-old, 12-year-old is changing and being like, all right, let me see a spin.
Weird.
Which is nasty, you know, like I don't know, I've changed all of my nephew's diapers, but I've never changed my niece's for that exact same reason. I was like, nah, like not even like. Well, also it was just as a dude, like I don't know what to do there. I don't know how to clean shit down there. You know,
Yeah,
like
you got to go the right direction, dude.
yeah. You know, yeah, exactly.
Fuck
Like what?
'em up.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Sorry. Yeah. But that shit freaks me out. Like that scares me because that can happen at school. That can happen anywhere. You know, like
It does, dude. Which is fucking wild.
it's crazy. So shout out to all the victims. We love you.
It's always a trip when you find out some shit from your high school or a teacher, like after the fact. You're like, what?
Yeah.
They were so dope.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like maybe like also, I mean, with teachers, right? Like some of them are like getting fired because they're starting OnlyFans.
That's crazy.
Them starting OnlyFans
No,
or them
that they're
getting fired? I think it's crazy that they're getting fired for sure.
Pay him more money then, dude. What the fuck?
That's where
What
I'm
the
at.
F?
Yeah. But that's where I'm at. Like, where it's just like, if you don't want them to be doing, like, if you want our educators to be educating our youth and being good role models, then you have to like support them.
Yeah.
You know, like how come some of our governors are getting paid way more, you know, than like what, and they're just there, kind of. You know, yes, they're making laws and all this other shit, but like, you know, but are they exactly? Are they? The hours are there for teachers. You know, they're out there in the field. You know, in the trenches. These fucking goons. Like, dude, I fucking hate kids. I'm not really.
I couldn't be a teacher. No fucking way.
Like, I couldn't do it for an occupation. I can do it as a parent. You know, but like to be there and sitting there for 8 hours and dealing with like especially like anywhere from like 3rd to 8th grade, even juniors, you know, like even all of them really.
No, the older they get more evil.
Yeah,
and then the younger they're just like chaos. It's just like animals, like just energy.
And it's also like
there's like one or two good.
It's crazy to be a teacher because even teachers. Now that I realize, when I was in elementary school, some of my teachers were like 26.
Yeah, it's a little.
You know what I mean? And I always at that age, you're just like, oh, you're 15, you're an adult. You know.
I realized that when my friends started becoming teachers, and they were like barely like in their late 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, you're already done with school, and you're gonna go teach at our old high school? Like you?
Yeah.
Like your dumbass like is gonna go be a teacher now? And I'm like, that's all it takes to be. I thought it took shit ton of years. I thought like when I was a kid, I thought it was like
I thought they were the smartest people in the
level.
world.
Yeah, I thought it was like
they...
doctor level years to be a teacher.
Yeah,
but no,
it's crazy. They give that shit to anyone. I mean,
and then now even doctors are kind of fucking stupid.
Also, another thing. Speaking of doctors, dude, I've been going on TikToks and all this other shit, and like, dude, there's this one girl who's a doctor, but she does OnlyFans also.
Whoa, this bitch is greedy. Save some cash for the rest of us.
I mean, she's hot as fuck. Don't get me wrong. Blah blah blah. But from the research that I was doing, what I found out was okay. Like you do your residency for like before you become like a true doctor and get a residency.
Yeah,
you have to do whatever the fuck it is.
You have to do your hours and then.
But it like also you apply like there's a pool. Every person who's like in that pool then does like a test, and then this algorithm tells you which hospital you're going to be sent to. It's not like, oh, I applied, this is the best job for me, because then everyone's going to be like, oh, I want to work at Stanford. Oh, I want to work at Kaiser. Oh, I want to work, But what they do is they send you over to, depending on what your like specialty is, they'll send you there if that's where the need is. But like you, one, have to like the place. Two, that place has to like you. But it's all based off an algorithm. It's very like dystopian. Like here, this is what you're gonna do for the rest of your life.
That's gonna be everything soon.
I know, but that's crazy. That's so crazy. Like to think that like
it feels like one of those like post-apocalyptic things where they like, all right, we're gonna go learn your job. We're gonna put all your information into
that's
the machine,
kind of how it is.
And then,
yeah.
Oh, you work on the farms, or you.
I mean, in high school, I think like everyone did that, right? They did like a job placement test, and they were like, "Oh, maybe you should work in sanitation."
Yeah, but
like,
they didn't like.
Fuck, you should.
They didn't like tell us like, "Oh, you're a garbage man now."
Yeah.
It was like
you're gonna do really well with your hands.
Get into woodwork.
Do you like
metal
sweating? Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's dope to see. It's dope that the internet is like a thing. It's crazy that the internet is also this double-edged sword where it used to be like maybe from like 2003 when like chat rooms were really popping up to like maybe 2018 was like that was prime internet.
Yeah.
Like before reality really caught up to what was happening. Now whatever happens online is what's happening in real life. And like that part scares me because I like the fact that there was this kind of like other world, but now it's all intertwined. That is just kind of like, oh fuck, I don't like any of this actually. And like that's like kind of like the weird duality of it all right now, where you're just like you get everything from your phone, but you want nothing that is given to you. Yeah. Damn, dude.
Bored. There's nothing on. It's like unlimited streaming services. It's just.
I feel like I'm paying more if I, with all the streamers and all the other like bullshit that I pay for. Like, why do I have 4 different like music streaming platforms that I'm probably paying for? And also my dumbass doesn't even realize it.
Yeah, the auto ones.
Yeah, or if you do a free subscription for 3 months, 6 months, or whatever, and the next one you're like,
by that one.
Yeah,
that one company that gets rid of them free.
Oh yeah.
I just heard about it today on what podcast I forget.
But yeah, it's just like, dude, it's just crazy stuff like that. And like the internet, I don't know, the internet still terrifies me. But nothing crazier than
cocaine found
then what's
at the White
happening
House.
is
The Secret Service says it's got no idea who left a small baggie of the stuff inside the White House, and that the investigation is now closed to the surprise and disbelief.
Do you remember when this happened? When there was cocaine found at the White House?
Oh, yeah.
Many. The bag was found, as you may recall, inside a guest entryway in the West Wing, or to the West Wing, rather, two weekends ago.
This
about
guy
10
did
days
it!
Or so, in a cubby where visitors leave their cell phones.
In a cubby where visitors leave their cell phone. They're trying to blame it on us like they normally do. It's
dude.
like, nah. Like, it's probably Biden. Like, all the fucking amphetamines that they have him on, like, this fool is cracked out.
Give him a bump. He's got to be on stage.
Yeah, whether it's Ritalin, Adderall, Coke, whatever the fuck it is, they probably pump him up with, like, adrenaline, honestly, the way that he's moving around.
I know.
Like, I was like, dude, it's an election year, and like
I was just about to say, I can't believe he's the
only one. Who's gonna
candidate.
run? Kamala?
No,
She can't. She
just,
can't.
I don't think he's competent enough to be the president again.
I think the
years.
Democrats hope. Sorry for the politics. Sorry, brother.
I know. I didn't want to talk about politics either. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I stopped myself earlier, but I was like,
But like for real, like I think because it's an election year, it's kind of important. But at the end of the time, at the end of the day, like, dude, it's gonna be Trump and Biden, and then I think the Democrats' best hope is that Biden dies midway through the election or like during the campaign, and then Kamala comes up. So then now they have the sympathy vote of like, oh fuck, well like he was trying to do a good job, you know, and then they're all like, well like let's vote for a woman, you know, which.
but if he dies if he wins the presidency, you don't think?
I don't know,
See?
man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think they need the double whammy. I think they need him to die midway through the debates. And just tag teamed and just tagging Kamala. Like, dude, it's insane, dude.
You just hear the Stone Cold shatter. She just walks out.
Dude, I'd vote for her, you know, at that point, you know, but. All right. Sorry to cut through mid-episode, but I just want to let you guys know that Red Rock Cafe in Mountain View, California, downtown, where I work, we host a weekly open mic where you guys can come through. Make sure you guys check everything out. You guys can put your name in a bowl, and then you guys get picked out, kind of like a Kill Tony vibe. And that's like a really fun thing where you're, regardless if you're a singer, songwriter, just a pianist, someone who maybe wants to break out in performance and just get comfortable, maybe even doing your homework and like saying your speech in front of people so you guys can get that practice. All of that is allowed. I go up and do comedy every week, or at least try to, and it's a good time. It's a good, wholesome place. I go up there and I don't swear. And it's just great support system, and that's just right there. That's at Red Rock Cafe in downtown Mountain View. So make sure you guys go check that out. But also every Saturday, or for the most part every Saturday, we are also hosting just what we like to call showcases. They're shows for sure, but they start at 6:30. At least that's when doors open, and then the performance probably goes from 7 to 9:30, maybe even 10, depending on the artist. But yeah, we have Camille Granberry on piano this April 20th. Shout out 420. On April 20th, and you guys can make sure you guys go check her out alongside with Zachary Campos, who's going to be doing stuff on the ukulele. Most of these are going to be originals. We're trying to mostly have people who do originals, no covers or anything like that. And that's going to be, once again, April 20th at Red Rock, upstairs, second floor. And then we also have Fog Holler coming through, who is a bluegrass artist, amazing artist. I think I met him maybe once. And my coworker Gall is actually opening for him, which is really exciting. He's a super dope, super young. He's 19 and he can fucking play a little guitarita hella well. You know, that fool is crazy on the guitar. And that's going to be on April 27th. Once again, doors open at 6:30. It's a free entry, so just pull up, you know, get some coffee, say hi. I'll be there for sure, taking photos and doing everything. So just make sure you guys go follow Red Rock Coffee or Second Story, which is at the Red Rock in the Red Rock bio. So you guys can go check that out. But we love you guys, and let's get back to the show.
And then there's RFK Jr., but God, bro,
what is he running as the third party, like Green Party?
Yeah, I think they're trying to do that. But man, can you imagine having to listen to him give a speech?
I just dude, his voice, I know it has nothing to do, like, it doesn't, what he has doesn't affect his, like, his outside of his throat and his vocal cords, it doesn't affect anything else. Yeah, no. So he's all there, but it just sounds like he's tired all the goddamn time.
Yeah, dude.
And like, dude, if he's doing like addressing, what is it? Addressing America, whatever the fuck it's called, where he's just like,
State
all right,
of the Union
State
or
of the
some
Union,
shit.
where he's just like, all right, with his voice, I'm over it. You
Yeah,
know, like he had that podcast with fucking Andrew Schultz. Also, speaking of things that are dying, fucking the Flagrant podcast is dying. Your mom's house is dying. Like this podcast died for a while, but much like Jesus, we came back.
Resurrected. In April too, right on Easter. God damn.
Hell yeah! Shout out to boy JC. But yeah, dude, like it's just. I think we needed this little break just kind of like regroup a little bit and kind of see really what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
Which is nice. And like this at least for me, it's been fun kind of planning everything out for you guys. But yeah, it's just like finding everything that kind of we missed was fun. It was kind of fun to think about.
Yeah, we get a little more time to
just I don't know. Like I don't know. I think that's what a lot of us are kind of looking for, is just like a little break every once in a while. And like, yeah, I don't know, especially with like, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of movies since we haven't been doing this. I've been watching a lot of documentaries, a lot of YouTube, and that thing's rot in my brain, especially like when you look at the Obama movie that came out, the like Leave the World Behind.
Yeah.
You look at, what's that? Civil War, that A24 movie that's coming out.
Yeah, that shit looks fire.
By the time this comes out, I think it would be the same next week. It's coming out. Yeah. And like, yeah, like that is kind of weird to see, kind of like on my news feed, and then also like with the three body problem, much like this, it's just like, dude, they're telling us that they're coming. I don't know who they is. I don't know if it's even us, like, I don't know. I don't even know where to look anymore. And also like, if you look even past that, right? Like, or before that, we had Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I don't know if that was them trying to tell us like, oh, just keep looking at your phones, like, you fucking idiots, like, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then also, I don't know if there's a fucking meteor actually gonna come. Maybe they,
Nah, someone would have saw it by now. Somebody with the big enough telescope.
You think that, but dude, they have to look at the exact same spot at the perfect time. You know what I mean? Like, that is crazy.
I'm trying to feel better about it, right?
I know. But hey, we're spiraling together. And dude,
Girl, anxiety.
Yeah, but like, I think also, dude, I feel even just like going through it right now, just like talking about it makes me feel a lot better, because I've been kind of just talking about it is nice.
Yeah.
I've been kind of like holding everything back at work, with my coworkers and all this shit.
Yeah.
I think also most of my coworkers don't like me anymore because I talk to them about it, and they're like, oh, this guy's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't know what to fucking tell you, dude. We have a good time over here. Yeah, dude, I don't know. And it's just crazy. It's a crazy time. I thought, honestly, like, we got my generation got the worst with like 9/11, but that was the start. Mm-hmm. At least for like the way that I looked at it. And it's just like, I don't know, everything's kind of like been spiraling since, which is like a great movie, an amazing time to watch. We got Trump, we got a black president, we got Bush talking about how Afghanistan this, Afghanistan that, and then be like, oh, but look at this swing real quick. Like, dude, that video was insane. I don't know where he's at, but we're gonna get him.
Bush, I miss Bush.
Dude,
Bush Jr., dude, he was fucking funny, dude.
I kind of like.
He was funny, dude.
I don't know, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. The older you get, the more, the more bosses you get, the more like leaders you get and everything. It's kind of nice when you have a dumb one. Mm-hmm. One that you kind of just like don't have to think about. You're just like, no offense, but it's kind of like,
yeah,
he was there, but he was more like a bud, He was just kind of like a big ass golden retriever. Like, you can do whatever you want, like,
definitely,
and he'll take the bullet for you, which is kind of nice sometimes, But yeah, it was just kind of like, oh fuck, yeah, and you just kind of miss when you have it good,
I know.
And like, I don't know. I think that's what is like the main problem, And
Bitch,
like,
you ain't shit. We don't even have good hoes no more because I respect hoes and good sluts. You know what I'm saying? I respect strippers. I respect any woman that get up and get it.
you know what I mean? And we're losing good women. We're losing them because of this problem. We're become this beta males.
I love how fucking dead ass serious he is. Look
Dude,
at that.
and
He's
he's
like
so-
not even a smile. Not, he's just like,
Dude, this was like
a good interview.
he dead ass thought he was cooking. He was like, nah, this was
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
They're not even good hoes no more. Can't even find a good hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like these bitches are outplayed. They're all in the internet and all that extra shit.
And that's my point. We need to get away from the internet, you know? We need to stop this shit, you know? Especially, I mean, me especially, but I'm talking to you, you know?
as we play clips from the internet.
You know? Yeah, well, I'm on TikTok currently. But this is more so to spread the message while you're watching this on the internet, you know?
Definitely.
And like literally, I think this clip reminds me of fuck, who is it? I think it might have been like Shannon Sharp, where he's like we're losing our men, you know, and like, or something, we're losing our parents and from the house or something like that. And he's like, and like, no more women want to cook. We're losing recipes, you know. Like, his main concern was food, but like I think his main
We're losing recipes.
but like for real, I think it's like
That's true,
it's that
though.
whole like we're losing like men like or not men, but people don't know how to start a fire, forgetting how to cook, forgetting how to do this like human shit. And it's just crazy. And like, dude, like I just remember I remember when like being a good side piece like meant something. You know, like just keep your mouth shut, you know, have a good time. You're there, you're going to get blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. You know, like whatever happened to just like, loose lips sink ship. I know I'm on a podcast saying, I'm like talking ass, but like for real, it's just like, dude, just like kind of just stop a little bit. I don't know. It's like, I mean, you're 35, 36, right?
36.
Dude, at that, like, I'm finally at that age where there's the single women in our age group now, kids, exes, crazy exes, or real bad, like, relationship issues. Whether that be abandonment issues, attachment issues, fucking, I don't know, whatever issues, like, all of that. And, dude, it's just
100%.
It's hard. It's hard out here for a pimp, you know. You know, like it's
all bad.
And also like for me, I'm not the greatest fucking person in the world either, you know. Like I'm kind of losing it also, you know. But like that's because I don't have a good person, a good side piece to hold me down, you know. Like I don't know. But dude, I was literally talking to my coworkers about this. This is why I need to stop talking to my coworkers. They don't think the way that I think. They're really good human beings. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Blah blah blah. But like, I was talking to them and I'm like, oh, like I want to get married. Like I'm gonna get married twice. Like I already kind of have that in mind. Where I'm gonna have my family, where I'm gonna have my wife and she's gonna have all my kids, and then we're probably gonna end up getting a divorce. knowing my dumbass, it's gonna be a me thing. It's not really a her thing. But and then I have the other one, like my other wife, not the other. That sounds awful. But you know, like I think that's statistically speaking how it's gonna go.
Oh yeah, it's very likely.
And like,
if you do want to get married, that's gonna happen. But it's so funny. I've watched a couple people in my life from high school, and like they marry young or their high school lover,
and they're already
you
divorced.
just know, you're just like, that ain't gonna last, and it doesn't.
I don't get it. Like I get it, but I don't want it.
Everybody wants to be in like their own little
fairy tale
main character day, just like, oh, me, and they want to make their post on Instagram, and it's all for that, and then they don't really fucking actually love that person. They're just like, nah.
Yeah, they like the idea of them more so than anything. And like honestly, yeah, I feel I honestly have probably done some stupid shit based off the idea.
Oh, me too.
You know,
100%. That's like kind of how I feel like I make half my moves, but not anymore. But back then,
not anymore. I swear I'm good. But like, no, I feel that. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like I keep getting scammed, or I don't. Oh, dude, I'm such a twisted person. I don't know if I'm being scammed or if I'm scamming.
If I'm out here scamming,
You know, like I don't know, because I'm like, I don't like. People don't really talk anymore. Like, you know, like you're talking to someone for like, let's just say you start like dating someone for like a month. You know, you're seeing each other every weekend, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's going well. You don't know if this bitch is talking to 3 other dudes, you know, which is like, okay, because we're not anything. And I'm not hating on that side. But then also like, should I start trying? When do I start trying? You know, like, when do we start like having that real conversation? And I know I sound like a pussy. You're like, like, why aren't you having the conversation? I get it, females, but like, also, you guys are really mean now. You guys are very aggressive, and I'm just having a good time, and I don't know how to like, I don't want to ruin it for the both of us, you know, just by chit chatting.
Everyone's hot thing is just ruining it.
Yeah,
it's like, no, sorry.
And also like the idea of like something new.
Everyone's beautiful.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Speaking of everyone's beautiful, did you hear that Lizzo's gonna quit music?
Is she?
I hope so.
I fucking hope so too. Jesus Christ.
I don't get me wrong. I actually really enjoy her music. First off, her music is really good. I hate her antics. Yeah, the Laker show shit of her like going to the Laker show, the Laker incident where she like went with like assless chaps essentially.
Oh, I did see.
She looked like Rikishi.
Yes.
You know, like I don't know. Bro. It was like just not it for me.
You know what, dude? She made fucking one of her workers eat a banana out of a stripper.
That's also true. Also, yeah. So shout out to all the victims once again.
So I'm just not gonna ever let her live that down.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Bert also went to that same bar in Germany or whatever, like Amsterdam, I think it is. Yeah, and like that's their thing apparently. Like you ask for that. I mean, also forcing someone to do something that they don't want is crazy. But like, you know, there's places where you're like, oh, I want a shot, and they like slap you. Like, have you seen those videos?
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
I would never do that.
No, dude, I'd slap
in Mexico, going to Mexico and having some random person shake your head.
That bitch would wake up on the other side of that bar like, what the fuck happened? It's like, yeah, I smacked you back, bitch.
Yeah, like, dude,
smack me.
None of that. I mean, I would love to be the person smacking, but obviously, you know, like that's never gonna happen.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, I've seen that where they just
dude, and it's like, and then you're just sitting there. You just have to take it.
Yeah, there's no way.
You can tell like sometimes they're putting their full ass anger in it.
Yeah, sometimes, and I have a full ass temper that will instantly explode.
Exactly.
And like I can be like, oh, I can take this, and then it happens, and then I'm just like, I have to kill her now.
Yeah, and that's it. And like, you know, I'll just yeah. Have you ever been slapped? Like, well, like,
I've been slapped. Yeah, I've been slapped before.
Yeah, I've definitely been slapped before. Yeah. Shout out to y'all. Made me a stronger person.
Oh yeah.
Always by women.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Always by women. Shout out my mom. You know. But dude,
my crazy redhead ex, she used to be violent.
Yeah. Shout out to all my exes also. Not all of them, most of them. I would like, you know, like I don't know. It's just crazy. And like, dude, honestly, this was one of the funniest things that I saw recently.
Hello, Mr. George. How much you pay for the new guy?
This is literally the guys that I used to work with.
Too much money. It's no.
And like this is not OSHA approved. This is not OSHA approved. This is how they had us working.
I don't know what he's doing, bro. This is so terrible,
dude. Everything about this fit like it's crazy. But that's how they fucking had us working back in the day. You know, currently even, you know, like it was working at a paint company with nothing but Mexicans and a white owner. Where he was like, I don't know how you guys do it, but just get it done. Like, that was his main thing. Just get it done. You have 4 days to complete this project. I don't give a fuck. Just do it. Sometimes we'll have, on roofs like this, we'll have the van, like, pull up. And then the van is holding the ladder. So you don't fall. Because the other guys are working somewhere else. So, like, to, like, keep the project moving. Damn. And it's just like, dude, this shit was crazy. Well, there's, like, Victorian houses with, like, there's maybe like 3 feet, so there's no way a ladder could fit there, and it's just you holding a ladder and your feet like on the edge of the roof trying to hold it down. Meanwhile, this guy's fucking 180 pounds and it's just little old me holding it back.
Damn,
It's crazy. Shout out all my Mexicans, man, because they're the real ones. I don't know. Open the borders, man.
For real, dude.
Like that
For
shit
real.
is crazy. But like also like I don't know. Like speaking of Mexicans though, like I've been doing really well with not partying, not going out, not doing anything. But that also means that I'm not. Oh, if I'm not doing my shenanigans, I'm not going out, which is a horrible thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing really well. So at least applaud me on that. But like, literally, but this is how I get when I want to like party or like they invite me somewhere. This is
Aquí ando pisteando solo a la verga.
it's just
¿Por
me
qué?
just chilling by myself.
Si los amigos, si los amigos fueran dinero,
It's just
si,
like
si los amigos fueran como los billetes, habría muchos billetes que fueran.
just talking nonsense like I am now, you know, just like absolutely by myself. And it's just me just
I love it
chilling.
because there should just be a bunch of people in there. And he's just by himself.
Chilling. Dude, this is probably him. Like, he's probably the only one awake from the after hours.
True.
Like, that's the vibe. Like, that's how I was getting.
He's
where I
like a
was just
little hair of the dog.
Like, yeah, like literally, like that's how I was becoming. Where I was like the last one up, and it was just like, God damn, dude, like I can't keep doing that. I can't be doing that shit.
Yeah, bro. It gets harder the older you get.
Yeah, and also it's just like, dude, I don't know, man. It was just not the move, personally, you know. And like we're trying to just tiptoe away from that a little bit, but yeah, like I don't know, man. Like all in all, I kind of want to like have this podcast be more silly
Yeah.
and do all that stuff. But at the same time, give you guys like a little like insight here and there.
Of course. It's got to have its moments where it gets a little deep.
Yeah, but like
little
also like most of the
educational.
deep stuff, like also like one thing that I do want to talk about is like the disposable series that I've been doing on Instagram.
Yeah.
And like it's been one of the most fun things that I've done. Where I feel like I'm inserting myself in people's moments by taking a photo of their moment. It's usually never really a photo of me. And if it is, it usually comes out shitty. Sorry. You know? But it's really interesting to see that like it's literally like a flash moment that we kind of always remember. And like I started doing that maybe like 2-3 years ago. I think the first time that we did it was like we were using Polaroids at this time. Because it was easier. And like shout out my ex Fernanda, she had one, but I would buy the film and everything. And like I did it for the Sadie Hawkins dance that we did in San Francisco, which I think I'm gonna bring back. But like once San Jose students come back from like their break or whatever, because it's spring break right now for them, and like I want to do that for like do it and focus my target ads on them. I don't think people are doing that anymore where they're doing targeted ads. They're doing it to like ravers and shit. And it was like, yeah, but all the people who said that they liked raving on Facebook are like 35, 40-year-olds, you know, like no one uses the meta metrics to tell you what you like, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like doing more targeted ads to like college students and things like that. If you want to steal my idea, please. So then the whole fucking ecosystem of it all just grows a little bit more. Cause like we saw DJ Dials, shout out to him. He brought out Fisher and he's been doing a lot of stuff at Cal Palace recently, which is awesome and it's dope and blah, blah, blah. But like also it's really fucking annoying when it's plus 18.
Yeah. That's...
Like, no. Like, I don't want to see a fucking 18, 19, 20-year-old rolling their
trouble.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
they're the ones who, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, that was me back in the day. But, like, you
had to sneak in, though.
Well, no,
Well, I guess
I mean,
no,
there was because there were some
18
festivals.
up,
There were some festivals that were
I
plus
forget.
18, and I get it. But I get why the adults, why the 21 and up crowd hated the 18 and up.
That's true too. I started when I was 19. I totally fucking would go to those parties.
And it was just like I didn't realize like I was such a nuisance because I don't know my limits. This is my first time out. I'm doing what you're doing, but you've been there before.
Yeah.
I'm figuring it out. And I don't know. It's just like, also like, if you're 28, 27, 26, I don't know, I went backwards, but but like nowadays it's really fucking hard to distinguish who the fuck is 19 and who the fuck is 24, because y'all all look the same, you know? And like, I get it, but also like, that's just insane. I want to just be able to go up to you and know that you're at least 21, you know? And if you are 21, I probably won't talk to you. I'll be friendly, you know? Yeah. But like, I need to know that you're at least 24 now, you know? Like, me being comfortable. Because if not, then like, it's just a fucking mixture. It's just a bad mix with drugs, alcohol, and barely legal fucking kids, like, who don't know their limits, who don't know what they're doing. Yeah. And also, Cow Palace is so far away from everything. Like, parking there is awful. It's just nasty. I don't know. Shout out Diddy. Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of shows coming up, but they're not, like, I can't announce them yet, which sucks because I'm probably going to announce them, like, before this is out. Yeah. But, yeah, it's going to be really fun. I have some things cooking up, personally, that I'm going to be doing at Continental, hopefully. And I want to do it. I'm going to Lightning in a Bottle. Lightning in a Bottle, the festival. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to that. It's sick. A 5-day camping trip. I'm going to fucking roll my titties off. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, brother. I'm not rolling, brother. We don't do no lines, brother. Oh man, I'm gonna get canceled. But fucking yeah, I'm gonna go to Lightning in a Bottle. That's gonna be fucking insane. Because it's gonna be like Skrillex and all these other weirdos. Not weirdos, but like fun artists who do weirdo music. You know, like I love that shit. I love bass music. I don't think I have like enough friends who like bass music, or at least the bass music that I like, that like I don't talk about it enough. But dude, when I get in a good, like there's a good DJ doing that shit and I'm rolling or on little mushies or whatever, just chilling, dude, that literally is so much better than house. Sorry, but like it's just because it's like real. It's like hip hop. They'll bring in like Tribe Called Quest and like this and that and this all the shit that like I grew up on, you know. And then next thing you know, they'll bring up like Mac Miller, like something crazy, or do a weird ass edit of like a fun house track that you're like, oh shit, like this is crazy, and just all that. And I don't know. I'm like, I've been just kind of trying to be more well rounded. I think like with all the phases that I've had in my life, and this is a phase. Like I think, like I said, this is season 2 of the podcast, and like, yeah, like that first half of it, I was really trying to be communal and very family oriented, and like we're all friends and blah blah blah, and like we are all friends and all that shit. But you guys didn't treat me like that, so yeah, you know, like I took those lessons. And now I'm like moving forward with like my shit, you know. Now it's like, okay, maybe I don't need the handrails of you guys being guests and stuff to kind of help me guide a conversation, and like I can actually just have a conversation by myself and with Matt, you know. Like that's just easy. It's just way easier to kind of like literally word vomit without any distractions or like any like impulse of being like, oh, I don't want to offend you, you know. But in the next episode, I'm like, next episode, I'm all flagrant because it's a person that I like, you know. And then it's just like I was watching the episodes week by week, and I was like, oh fuck, like one week it would be like me, like, oh okay, like very proper, very like blah blah blah. And then next week I'm like, yo, fuck this bitch, and like, and you know, that's just duality of man, I guess. You know, it's just like I don't know what to tell you, you know. But
yeah, at least this way it'll stay a little bit more on the same kind of mode. Yeah. That's funny as fuck though.
But like, it was just crazy. But it was like really, I don't know. I think that was like kind of the first 50 episodes. Think about that, dude. 50 episodes.
I know.
That's crazy. Like for real, for 50 anything is insane.
Yeah.
Half of you guys can't even get 50 people at your fucking shows. Like what? We did that for 50 episodes. That's like That's probably like 80 hours worth of content, which is crazy. You know, and like people like I get it. I'm not like a real artist because I don't make music or anything, not yet. And I keep saying that I will, but I'm probably not. But like it's just one of those things where it's just like, dude, like me and Matt drop an album every fucking week.
Yeah,
you
dude.
know, like, dude, think like you guys could never. You know, and yeah, I'm talking my shit now that the fucking Terramana's kicking in a little bit. How long have we done?
No, we're an hour.
An hour, yeah. But like, yeah, it's just like, dude, I don't know what it's. I don't know. Like now that like, the shit's kicking in and everything, I'm just like, dude, like, yeah, we really did that shit.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was fucking a lot of work, but it was.
At
fun.
least now we know.
And
what
now it's like
we know what we want.
it's like. Let's just.
I
do
think
the
that's
fun
always been
parts.
the case. Yeah.
Let's just do the fun stuff that we like.
Yeah.
Which was like mostly just us bullshitting and talking about what the fuck's going on in the news and
just everything
just
that's going
everything.
on.
And
I think it's just easier.
Yeah.
Because I think like with us anyways, like our perspective is a unique perspective. It's a San Jose Bay Area perspective.
Yeah.
But like with me, like, dude, I have so much shit, you know, that I had like. This is like this little clip right here where like I'm talking about
Mexico
like,
just got a massive.
That's not it. We're learning, you know. We're learning. I don't even know that these things got fucking mixed up or whatever. But I don't know. It's just fucking one of those things where like this is just my vibe in general.
Yo me puedo comportar y me la puedo llevar relax. Pero cuando
I could fucking keep it chill and just be relaxed and everything with all you guys, you know, which was what I was trying to do when I was doing these interviews. But you know,
fiesta, pa mí es fiesta.
if you're telling me to fucking go, if you're telling me to fucking let's get it, we're gonna get it. I don't have any fucking green, like I don't have any stop signs. I just go. I see green always. So when we're on, and we're gonna keep it that way for you guys. And just, you know, do the damn thing. And this has been the first episode of season 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really fucking helps us out. I'm going to start posting a little more on the YouTube channel in general. I think that's something that we definitely need is just more visibility on that platform. Trying to spread it out between like Instagram, TikTok, and everything. That's BTS shit. It's just hard and doesn't make any sense. But if you guys want to see all of the content that we have going on, just go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell and then you guys get notified every time we drop. And yeah, just drop a comment. Put a peace sign if you guys saw this. Put a peace sign if you guys liked all the little clips, all the little funny stuff. That would really help us out. Just give us feedback. I love feedback, and I would want this to be a conversation still with the viewers. Just because we don't have guests doesn't mean that we don't want to listen to you guys. But yeah, just remember that we love you guys, and peace.